This is Sherry at Twisted Granite Tarot. Thanks for coming to my table tonight. We're going to work on Taurus for the month of December right this minute. And this is the tarot page, the tarot YouTube video that uses a horoscope for a diagram to help determine what is coming up for you in your life. Each one of these triangles is like a piece of pie, and each pie is labeled with like a department of your life. Your finances, your communication, your home, your money, your romance, that kind of thing. And it's also the channel that brings you up to date on antiquities, like you need to be brought up to date on stuff that happened thousands of years ago. But my friend Link produces this calendar every year. It's on great paper and hangs up nice. And he researches antiquities, let's put it that way. So on December 23rd, this is the first time I've seen this, Laurentina, feast of the goddess Akka, A-C-C-A, Laurentina or Lara, the mother of the Lares. That told me a lot. I don't have to look that up, do I? Day of the secret of the unknown stone, Celtic. Noting potential in all things. The day of the secret of the unhewn stone. Sorry, that's a stone that hasn't been carved into like a poster, like a newspaper. You know, they carve the day's transactions on stone tablets, so they have a record of them. The day of the secret of the unhewn stone, noting potential in all things. So a blank stone notes potential. Wow. Why didn't I think of that? Whew. Okay, so right now we got a beautiful deck. And so we're going to start off with your first house, which is what you think about from day to day, Mr. and Miss Taurus, all right? First house. Oh, we get the King of Cups. Oh my goodness. So this is generally speaking representative of a very nice person who has good manners and good personal skills. Let's see what else happens, because it's a face card. It's a king. I'm going to put what do they call it? Not an identifier. A modifier on it. And this is a picture. Think of what this picture says. She's protecting something. This is a soldier who's protecting, and this is your first house. So what I'm going to say is, you are smart enough to know when to stop talking. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say. Good for you, Taurus. All right. Second house is your money, Taurus. Oh, God, look at here. It's a terrible burden, and you're carrying it off somewhere. So it seems to me like the way you feel right now, the way you feel about your money is that every penny you get, you trudge off with it into the sunset and spend it on what? Everybody but yourself. Whatever the family needs, the groceries, the rent, the house payment, the electric bill, the phone bill, the car payment, the gas. So this is what you do with their money. It ain't fun. I hope you get to have fun with your money. But you know what? Taurus really likes security, and they really like a working spouse. I can't find anything terrible about that, really, but unless the babies are little. Okay, third house is communication. And wow, what we have here is temperance. So I was right. So you're smart enough to know when to stop talking. This is your house of communication, and the word temperance means to temper your comments with kindness and love and vagueness maybe sometimes. So actually, this is one of your best traits, because you know when to stop. Okay? Well, why is that face up? All right, well, let's face up. And this is your fourth house of home. Well, we got here. We got the Queen of Pentacles here. Theoretically, this would be an ideal mate for you, because after all, you're an earth sign too, Taurus. Ace of Wands. So does this spouse have a new idea? And you're not quite 1, 2, 3, 4. So what's she got cooking at the house? Is she making arrangements Is she rearranging furniture? Is she planting a new garden? Because this is the beginning of a plan. And this is, it could be a person. It could just be the matter of fact that you have a significant amount of funds invested in a house. And this could, if this Taurus who's viewing this is a woman, then this is going to be the man. Okay? She's pictured as a woman, but it just means your spouse. Okay? And this spouse is like her own little engineering feat, her own little engineering company. When she gets lit on fire with an idea, and if it's can be completed, it'll be completed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 houses. Oh, honey, what the heck is this? This is romance and creativity. So I'm going to say, because there's a spouse in your house of home, then I'm going to say, this is how you feel at work, because your creativity is smothered. They don't want a creative person. Work does not want a creative person. Work wants somebody who keeps their mouth shut and does their job. That's what they want. But you've got a lot of well, I don't want to call them imaginary thoughts. You just have a great imagination, and it probably needs to be fulfilled. So even if you feel like this with your money, the money goes everywhere else but to something that I want or something that I'll be happy with, it goes to where the bills are. Now, it's possible for that to change if you make it a priority. It's possible to slip some little few dollars out every month for X. I don't know if you want to paint pictures, or you want to build a porch, or you want to build a picnic table. Whatever it is, it's possible. But you're not letting yourself have it. Okay? So loosen up. Okay? 6th house is work and health. We got a page here. This is that's a message. Pages are, now we got the Chariot. Oh. Huh. So this is news. And okay, this usually means a choice. And look, now there is an illusion that the Chariot is being pulled by the horses, right? But there are no reins. So they might be pulling something, but they've been hooked up to slow down or speed up. So they've got their own heads. Give the horse's head. Isn't that what's said sometimes when people are leaping over jumps? And so, all right, if you're trying to deny that you have a health problem, stop it. Because you need to go have an X-ray or whatever it is and check it out. You do. Now, if you want to put it off till January, I can certainly see, but make your appointment now so you get in it January. Do you hear me? Now, because this house is a dual kind of a thing, it could work and health. Okay, well, we covered health with this card. We covered work with this card, meaning, is there some kind of kerfuffle or conversation going on at work about replacing an empty chair? Maybe somebody left work, there's a chair to fill. Why can't that be your chair? Or B, they've decided to group together several different responsibilities and put them in one department and put this person in charge of those reports. Well, it could be that too. So look for changes at work, because I can't say they're going to be bad. So be willing to at least listen to them and go get checked. Okay, go to the doctor. 7th house is marriage partner. Ooh, yay! This is excellent. This is a fertility card, and a very happy one at that. It's card number 21. I think it's the last one in the deck. And it's the world. The world, the world, the world, the world. So this fella right here is Cernunnos. If you're a Celtic pantheon follower. And Cernunnos is the god of the forest. That's why he's all green. He's full of leaves because he makes sure that the forest produces, nuts and berries and leaves, and makes sure the birdies and the cattle are all functioning correctly and reproducing, because that's what makes them happy. And there's plenty around on the earth to give them. Okay, so okay, so I think that in this case, because this card is the world, that person that you live with, if you live with a person, she or he is your world. You can't imagine getting along without him or her. You can't imagine leaving him or her. Can't imagine that. And if you don't have a spouse at the moment, what you want is somebody you can stay with and build trust and build conversation and build camaraderie and closeness. Because that leads to happiness and prosperity. And that's what this particular fella is all about. Happiness and prosperity and profundity. Okay? 8th house is money from other people. Oh, come on. This, I am sorry to say, well, I'm really not sorry to say this. I don't think there's going to be an inheritance check for you this year. Look at that. This is a card of conflict. So there's no inheritance money. The 8th house is also money from income tax checks, insurance checks, lawsuit checks, bonus checks. Hey, grandfather wanted to write you a check to buy a house. That's what that, sorry, that's not going to happen this year. Not going to happen within 12 months, probably. Don't give up. Could happen someday. Okay. Woo! Look at that. Is this 10th house? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. No, this is 9th house. Let me do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th house. Philosophy, religion, higher education, and long distance travel. And this is a good luck card. So it seems to me that you are going to be, it's, it's opposite this one. So it seems like to me it would be a good time to talk with a partner about a vacation. Philosophy, religion, higher education, and long distance travel. Do you want to talk to your favorite person about that? Let's go on you might want to go to a Mayan temple. You might want to go to a mountain in Nepal and sing with the monks. There's something called throat singing, or throat something or other. It's really weird, but you can learn how to do that there. And there's luck around that conversation. So don't just say, oh, I can't do that. Yeah, you can, because you know what? A lot of people are not using their money to travel. So that means the prices will come down in order to entice funds, in order to entice buyers. So remember that. So start calling your travel agent. Where do you want to go, and how do you want to go? And don't go on a cruise in hurricane season, please. Okay. 10th house. Oh my God! Look. What is going on there? Oh my God. Okay, just 1 minute. Let me keep going here. Oh, this is good. This could be scary. The reason that's why I checked the next few cards coming, because this is karma. Karma originally was the act of I guess we can't call it doing penance. And in religions of the world that are not monotheistic, now, I'm willing to be wrong, but I only know of 3 monotheistic religions, and none of them believe in reincarnation. None of them. But guess what? All the other ones do, because there are multiple deities. The Hindus have about 460 gods. The Celts, the Romans, the Greeks, they all had multiple gods because that's how they saw the world. Okay, so let's just say that. Now, we don't know, well, no one has told me that the Romans and the Greeks believed in reincarnation. That hasn't come up anywhere. But I can tell you that, well, in pagan religions in other countries, they believed that your spirit, well, first of all, Native Americans and Japanese people believed that their new births, their new children, are their ancestors being reborn into this family again. That's what they believe. We have no way of proving it or disproving it. So if they want to believe that, why it could be true. So now, having confused you with all that, karma. Okay, let's pretend. Let's pretend. Let's pretend that when you were 10 years old, you stole a $5 something from the drugstore. That means when you die and you go back, and if you're willing to go back down to earth and live out your life, one of the things you have to pay for is that $5 X that you stole from the drugstore. So you have to live through the process that you inflicted on somebody else, so you know how it feels. I dread that. Not looking forward to that. So this could be good or this could be bad. Now, it can be good that, okay, so when an entity is on the other side planning their re-entry into the earth, they select who wants to, their lines of their lines of learning, let's put it that way, teaching, learning. And if the job that you have is good, then you earned that right through your activities from this life and your activities from previous lives. Okay, it also could mean, now look here, it also could mean that there's a karma coming up for you in your job and you might not like it. But because I took a peek at the other two cards, this is not a bad card. This just means you are where you are and you're supposed to be there because this is what may have been planned for you when you were on the other side. Because these two, that's 10th house of career. This is 11th house of previous employers and long-term plans. And what do we got? We got the King of Swords, which means that you still talk to people that you used to work with maybe 10 years ago that you met at another job. Some people just leave jobs and they never contact any of those people again. In this case, you kept track of some of those, or at least one of them, and you like them. Okay, so because this card and this card are together, do you want to stay at your current employer, or do you want to talk to a previous person that you worked with, a person you worked with previously, to enhance your career portfolio? What do you think of that? I think that's really good. So Taurus, this could be the year you've been waiting for. I don't know what that means. Okay, now 12th house is what you think about. Look here, what are you doing? But all you want to do is run away, because when you go to sleep at night, this is what you think, oh God, if I didn't have to do this. Well, yeah, because this is how you feel when you go to work, and every last penny you bring home belongs to somebody else. Are you with me? You're just tired of that. Which means maybe you've experienced a great deal of success, and that's what got you to this job you got here today, and you've had enough. So you got a good luck card around this, and you've got a love card around it. So if there's something about your employer that you don't like, it's possible for you to switch to another department, switch to a different title. It's possible to quit and go to work for somebody else. Because you don't want to do any of this. There's something that when you sleep, you have an anxiety and you just want to drop out of your life because it's getting to be too much. So Taurus, these are pretty good cards, but these are pretty good cards. And if you want to make a change, Now's a good time to start noodling around with those ideas. Because really, nobody's going to be hiring in December, but they might get their act together by February, March, April, May, something like that. So ponder that, because you're capable and you're willing. I wish you fabulous success. And thanks for spending time. This is Twisted Granny Tarot from wherever it is I'm from. From Psychic Readings for the Adventurous. That's what it is. Okay, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Good luck. Have happy holidays. And I look forward to talking to you again next month. All right, thanks. See you later. Bye. Bye, Taurus. Thanks for everything. Bye.